Hello everyone, Rich here, back for part 3 of this RMS Carpathia tutorial. Today's focus is the first phase of the ship's superstructure, basically all the white section on the ship over there. So we're going to focus on that. It should take about, well, not in time, but it should be focused on about 2 decks of the ship. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the tip of the bow and go to the first block of the wood on the front of the ship. So you've got this wood block right up the end here. I'm going to count that as block number 1, and we're going to count back to the 67th block, so 67 blocks back. I'll measure as I go along, so I'm going to count back to block 67, which is too far. That block there, so on block 67 we'll put a red block to mark the centre, so that is the centre there, and it should look something like that. So what we want to do now is build a wall which is 33 wide, so that's basically the width of the ship. So I want to build out this way, all the way out to the side, and the same the other side, all the way out to the side. So that should be the full width of the ship. So that is 33 blocks wide. And just scratch my head a second, and then I shall measure it. I measure it to make sure it is 33. I know it is 33, but we just make sure it is. So it is 33, as it says at the end of that pink sentence. So there we go. So that's the front wall. And then what you want to do is increase that to 3 blocks high. So 3 blocks high all the way across. I'll try and do this as quick as I can. There we go, so that's 3 blocks high there. And then for the sides, down the side of the ship, we want to build a wall 148 blocks long. So put that as block 1 and build 148 down the side. So I shall do this freehand. And hopefully do it right. So you want, you want 148 down the side. So 148. I'll keep repeating that. 148. And hopefully everything will be fine. So how far is that? That's 86. So I need to go a bit further. And that is 127. And that is 148. There we go. So that's 148 there. And you do the same on the other side as well. I'll do that in a moment. But you want to increase the side walls here. All of the 148, you want to increase that to 4 blocks high. So 2, 3, 4 high. And I'll build it 4 high all the way down. So the front wall we've already built, which is 3 high. And the side walls are 4 high. So I'll just do that quickly now. So I'll just do this side. So set quartz. So there we are, there's the side wall increased to 4 blocks high. As you can see, it's 1 block higher than the front wall. There is a reason for that, but I'll get to that in a minute. So I'll just quickly do the other side and get that out of the way. So I just try and build it freehand as much as I can. So build it down to about there, I think. Do set quartz again, and there we go. There's the other side. I just done that as quick as I could. I just quickly make sure it is level with the other side. Just bear with me on this, and yeah, that's fine. And then for the back wall, you just do the same as you did at the front. So you add another wall across the back, 3 blocks high. So it's basically symmetrical at both ends. So the front walls are only 3 high, and I've just ballsed this up, haven't I? The side wall there is only 3 blocks high. It should be 4. I've just messed it up, so apologies there. So just increase this side wall to 4 blocks high, and then everything will be fine. You can always tell when you're trying to rush things, everything goes wrong. But I've not sworn yet. That's the main thing. Which I don't think I have anyway. Yes. Am I near the end yet? Am I near the end yet? I'm at the end. Okay, there we are. So there we are. There's the side wall increased to 4 high. Right. Now we'll do the back wall. Increase that to 3 high. And I'll use quartz. Welded it for this one to save a bit of time. And there we go. So there's the back wall increased to 3 blocks high. That's fine. Alright, so now we fly back down to the front end. Back to the front of the superstructure. And we're going to build the overhang of the front wall. So we'll go to the front and to the centre. And on the front centre, we're going to go on the top. We're going to add 4 blocks of wood. So on the top centre, add 1, 2, 3, 4 wood blocks forward, and then a white block on the end like so. So it's basically creates an overhang. And this is the centre block. Actually, I changed that to red so that marks the centre. There we go. And then we build sideways outwards. So we're going to build this wall here, 15 wide. So that is 7 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, like so. And then same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there we are. 7 either side. So that's 15. And then each side you want to build outwards 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 back like so. And we do the same the other side. Build 5, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1 back like so. And then what you have at the front here is an overhang, so the deck will sit on top of that front wall there like so. So we do the same at the back end as well. So you've got to go from the centre, which I don't know what it is because I've not measured it. Just bear with me on this one. I don't know which one the centre block is. So I'm going to go measure the wall. The wall is 31, so I'm going to go back to 16, I think. Yeah, that one. So that's the centre block there. So I'll change that to red. And on the top of that, we build 4 blocks of wood. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a white block or a red block, which in my case is the red. And then once again increase that to 15 wide, so that's 7 either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3. Like so. Do the same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, and there we go. That is those walls added there. So what we want to do now is add the deck. And the deck, like I say, will sit on top of the front wall. You can see where the 4 wood blocks are. That's basically the deck height. So you just want to add a deck all the way from the back here, all the way to the front at this height. So the deck will overhang. As you can see, it overhangs this area here. So shall we add the first few wood blocks? Give you an idea on what the hell I'm talking about. Like so, there's the first few blocks. You just want to build that all the way forward. So I'm going to use World Edit for this. I should use the fill tool, so we do fill wood by 20 bazillion, and that should go all the way from back to front. There we go, that's done, and it should all look something like that. And it don't look too bad at the moment. I mean, there's not much to talk about because of what it is, but there we go. So we'll just fly down to the front end, and we'll see. That's all fine. Yep, that is A-OK. I am not complaining. Right, so bear with me while I just adjust my notes and we'll move on, so bear with me. Right, so what we want to do now is to add a wall around the edge of the deck. So we'll go from the centre at the front, basically add a wall of blocks all the way around the edge of the white. So I could have done this earlier in the build, but it doesn't really matter because we'll do it now. So just add a wall all the way around on the top of the white, just to basically create a barrier. And I'll do this as quick as I can. I'll use World Edit for this, otherwise I'll be here all bloody day. Oh dear, I swore, never mind. Right, okay, let's get this out of the way. So I use World Edit for all of this to save a bit of time, at least down the sides anyway. And then across the back here. And there will be staircases added to this as well, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. And there we go. And then up the other side as well, with the white wall. All the way up to the end here. Set quartz, and there we go, there's the wall down the side, and then lastly the wall going back towards the centre on the front. And there we go, there's the wall added, and it should look not much different to what it did before. So anyway, right, so what we're going to do now is go back to the centre block of the front wall and make sure you are at the front. And what we're going to do is go to the centre wood block on the top deck we just added. So the first block on the centre there, that's the first wood block, and we're going to count back to the 48th block. That's 8 blocks back. So I shall build this count as I go. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 47, 48. So on the 48th block back, we'll add a red centre block, and we're going to build a wall 15 wide. So that is 7 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we want 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 1, 2, like that. Same the other side, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 1, 2, like that. And it should look something like that. Alright, so what we want to do now is increase that wall now. The walls are just built there to 3 high. So start on the end here. And where it is 2 out to the side, you're going to want to increase it to 3 outwards, because you've got, well, it's basically 2 blocks there, and then this block here will act as 3. So we'll build it 3 high all the way out to the side like so. So it's 3 high there. And we'll do the same across the front. So just build it 3 high there. And there will be doors and windows added to these walls later on, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. We'll get the main body of builds done, and then we can add the smaller details later on, but we'll just get all of the big gubbins out the way, and then we go 3 out to the side there. So there we are, there's our wall there, or walls increased to 3 high. And then for the sides, I believe, I'm just reading my notes as I go along, so bear with me. So done that. So the sides we want now are on the side here. We want to build 5 back. So on the side here we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase that to the same height as the front walls, and then do the other side as well. Make that 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase that to the same height, and it should look something like that. And then from the end of the 5, we want to build inwards 6. So on the inside here, start at the top. We'll go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then build that down to deck level, like so. Now do the same the other side, build in 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and build down to deck level, like so. So you've got a sort of shape like that. And then for the sides again, from the end of the 6, we want to build a line of 58. So that's 5 8 blocks. So I shall build or count as I go along. So that is block number 1. Well, I won't count it, I'll measure as I go along. So that's 58 blocks long we want going down here. So how long is that? That is 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that should be 58 there. It is. And then what we want to do is increase that to 3 blocks high. So build it 3 high all the way down. And I'll use welded it for this. Down to there. I'll use quartz again. So there we are, that's increased to 3 high there. And do the same the other side, it's 58 blocks long. I shall go from up there. No, I won't, I'll go from... No, it doesn't really matter, I'll just count it as I go along. Things aren't going very well. Right. I won't count it or measure it, I'll just go against... I'll compare it to the other side, that'll do. La 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 la. So you want 58 down both sides. We've done one side already, and I've already gone too far on this side. There we are. And then increase that to 3 high, which I shall do now. There we go. That's increased in height. And then across the back, you just want to build a wall. Not sure how wide it is, but just basically build a wall connecting the 2 back halves together, or back sides together. And you should have a nice, neat deck house sort of build. Like so, and there we are. There's all the walls increased to 3 high, and it should look something like that. Like I say, you can add the doors and windows now or later on. If you look on the prototype there, just where the crosshairs are, you can see there are doors and windows in there, but we don't have to worry about that just yet. Just get the main body of the ship out the way first. So what we're going to do now is go back to the front wall of the superstructure we just built, and what we're going to do there is add 1 block of wood. So on the top center here we add 1 wood block, and then 1 white block, or in my case a red block, to mark the center. And then you want to build this wall 17 wide, so that is 8 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that way. And then we want 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will overhang by about 2 blocks there. Do the same the other side. We want 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go overhangs by about 2 blocks. And then what we want to do is build the sides. 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, and do the same the other side. one, 2, 3, 4, 5 out like that. And then one block in, so one block in, which is there, we add 59 blocks, so that's the first block there. And we want to build a line of 59, so we'll count that as block number 1, and we'll build 59 blocks back. And as you can see, it's overhanging the side of the ship by one block. That is what we want. So, okay, so you've got the overhang here, so I'm just going to build 59 blocks down. That's theory anyway, so I measure as I go along. So how far is that? That is 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. There we go. So that's 59. And actually make it 60 blocks, and then it should line up with the back wall. So yeah, so make it 60. And then we'll leave it at that. And we'll do the same the other side. So I've got the row of 5 on the side there. And then we build the row of 60. So that's the first block. Like so, and then just build the row of 60, and we shall see how we get on. So how far is that? That is 59 and 60. There we go. And then what we want to do is build this wall or a line across the back to the other side, and that should, in theory, if it's 59 or 60 blocks long these sides, it shouldn't really matter if it's one or the other. But as long as when you build inwards like so, the line goes along the top of the wall below. So if it's 60, it's fine. If it's 59, it's fine. As long as you get this line attached to the bottom wall there, it should be okay. And then just build it all the way across to join both sides together, and it should look something like that. And it don't look too bad in my opinion. So there we go. That is the overhang done there. What we want to do now is go back to the front end and add the deck. So we've got the first block of the deck added there. We just add the deck in this groove here. And the deck will go all the way back to the top line over there, and as you can see, the deck will sit on the top of the walls underneath. You can see you've got the inner walls here, which are 3 blocks high. The deck will sit on top of those, and you just build the deck all the way back, and it should all look fine. So once again, I should use the fill tool to save a bit of time, and it should all be okay. So there we go. That's the deck added already. That's quicker than I expected, but there we go. And there we are. There's the deck added. And it don't look too bad in my opinion. So you can see you got the overhang here. This will be pillars and things in the way there, but we won't worry about them just yet. And there we go. And that's the first sort of detailed deck done for Carpathia. And it don't look too bad in my opinion. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a quick jump cut while I work out what to do next. And then we'll move on. So back in a moment. Right, okay, so back again. What we're going to do now is move on to what will be the ship's bridge deck and bridge wings. So we're going to go over to the front wall of what we built earlier on. So we've got the centre block here, the front wall of this upper deck. And what we're going to do is increase the front walls to an extra block in height. So basically build a wall around the front wall. So across the front wall like so, and then across the 5, and then the 2 4s like so, and then down the side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Only up to the side of that row of 5 there, so that's as far as you go on the side. So I did the same the other side, build along the 5, the 4 and the other 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and that's it. That's as far as you need to go. Right, so what we're going to do now is go from the centre block back a 2 block gap, so 3rd block back on the wood. So from the centre, 1, 2, 3 blocks back on the wood, and then we add a centre block, and then we're going to build a wall 15 wide, so that is 7 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way. And then we want we want 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3, 1, 2, 3 like that. Same the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3 like that. And then we want back 3, so 1, 2, 3 for the side, and then inwards 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like that. Same the other side, back 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 8 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then for the sides again, back along the deck, we want 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then join them together across the back. So you should have a sort of anchor shaped foundation building like that. You can see there, it's sort of like an anchor. Right, so what we're going to do now is the front wall of 15, increase that to 3 high. So I shall quickly do that. Increase that to 3, like so. And then the 5, and then the 3. Increase them all to 3 high. Same the other side, the 5, and then the 3. All 3 blocks high like so. And then on the centre block of the 15, we want to add on the top a wood block, and then a centre colour block. You can use coloured or white, just basically match the centre like below. And we want to build the bridge wings here 17 wide, so that's 8 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that way. And then we want 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. So do the same the other side. We want 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And then for the sides we want, we want 3 back, so 1, 2, 3. And then we want in 13, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like so. And then connect 2 blocks down to connect to the foundations below. So I'll do the same the other side. We want 3 back, 1, 2, 3, and 13 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And 2 down to connect to the foundations, like so. So that is the height of the bridge wings. And so the wall underneath the bridge wings, so the wall underneath the 13 here, increased to the height of the bridge wings, or to connect to the bottom of the bridge wings, like so. So you've got a flat wall there. And then the wall underneath the bridge wings increased to 3 high, like so. And then the deck will sit in this groove here. So do the same on the other side. I'll just quickly build the 3 there to 3 blocks high, and then the 13 underneath, increase that to underneath the 13, like that. So you got the bridge wings like that. And then the side walls here and around the back, increase them to 4 blocks high. So I shall quickly do this as quick as I can. So basically to the height of the top of the bridge wings there, and it will look fine. And do the same the other side. Like so. Make sure they're fine, and then across the back do the same, just increase to the height of the rest of the wall, so it's 4 high in total there. And there we go, there's the deck house we have. And it don't look too bad. There is more deck houses that will attach to that, but we'll worry about them another day, so just get the main body out of the way. And so for the rest of the deck, or what we want to do is just add the deck. So we've got the first wood block here. What we do, like on the decks below, we just add the wood deck in all of the areas. So you've got the bridge wings out the side here. Just add the wood decking in that area there. Like so. And you just build the wood decking all the way to the back of the deck house. So once again, I should use the fill tool. So I'm going to use, like so, the fill tool, and then we go, there's the deck all filled in. And it shouldn't look too bad, in theory. So I'm just going to work out what to do now. I think I need a wall around the bridge wings. I'm just going to quickly look. Yep, that's fine. So what we're going to do now is go to the corners of where the bridge wings attach to the main body of the deck house. So you got the bridge wings go out here like so, and on the back they connect back up to the area here, up to the deck house. In this corner here, we're going to add a staircase. So I remove a wood block there, or a white block, sorry. And I'm just going to double check on the prototype, because I can't remember if it's 2 blocks wide or 1 block wide. I just got to double check that. So the staircase is here. As you can see on the prototype here, the staircase is enclosed by another deck house. We haven't built this yet, so we're not going to worry too much. But the staircase is 1 block wide, so that's what I wanted to do. So yeah, the staircase will eventually be surrounded by another deck house, but we'll worry about that another day. So where the deck house and the bridge wings reattach, remove that white block, and then we add our stairs. So stairs going down, 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 and down, preferably the right way up. And then we just add the banisters, so 2 up, 2 up, 2 up. Although this is really irrelevant, because when you get the other deck house attached, the banisters will be sort of invisible. So it's up to you if you want to add them, but probably best to add them. So that's one side. So like I said, I'll do the other side. So remove one block there, and we build the stairs doing down, 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 and down. Preferably the right way up, and then the banisters are relevant as they are, like so. So there we are. There's those little deck thingy what deck house done there. Excuse me. And then what we want to do is go from the corner block here. We're going to add a wall around the bridge wings, around the front of the bridge wings, around to the other side. So basically go from this corner here and add a wall around the edge of the, like I said, the bridge wings, and everything will be fine. So just basically creating another barrier like on the deck below, really. Just build around the side and then back up to the stairs like so, and there we go. There's the bridge wings more or less done. So there's still plenty more detail to go on, but like I say, we're just getting the first phase, doing the superstructure in phases. So that's the first phase sort of done, but we're going to add a bit more detail first. We're going to add some pillars. So where we've got the overhang here in this big area here, we've got some pillars to add. So we're going to start at the front. So I'm on the left hand side here, so we're going to start at the front here, and the pillars I used what are they? I can't remember what they're called, but they're white sticks basically. Oh, there they are, the end rods. There's what I used for the pillars. So what we're going to do is from the wall here, we're going to leave a 3-block gap and add the first pillar, and it also adds a bit of light as well, so that's always handy. So there's the first pillar, and then every 4th block, so 1, 2, 3, 4, add another pillar, 1, 2, 3, 4, add another pillar, 1, 2, 3, 4, add another pillar, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to the back of, well, not all the way to the back of the ship, but all the way to the back end of the overhanging deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure how many pillars there are, but I'll count them when they're done. So like I say, every 4th block till you get to the end of the upper deck. And that's fine. There we are. So that's the pillars added there, and it should look something like that. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pillars in total there. So what I should do now, go back to the front pillar, and what we'll do, we'll add 2 blocks there, and then 1 block, like so. Or is it 1 block and 2? I can't remember. Anyway, that's what we have there, and it basically just creates a little alcove for the overhang. And then on the inside here we can start adding the doors and windows. So like per usual, I should get my doors, which are always handy to have, and we'll put a couple of doors in here. And as per usual with most of my builds, I usually add sort of 6 windows and a door. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 windows, and then we'll add a couple of doors, and then add another 6 windows, and so on. So it's not accurate to the real ship, but it's just sort of my sort of trademark design, if you like. So that's 6 windows there. So I do the same again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then another pair of doors, and then same again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So there we are. There's all the windows and doors added there, and that's just that little deck area done there. So it don't look too bad when it's all filled in. It'll look much better when all the details added, but you know, it's what it is so far. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly copy that to the other side, so I get both sides out of the way, both pillars and windows, and then it should all look fine. So try and work out where I am, because I don't know where I am. But there we are. I know where I am. Right, so I'll copy to that point, and I'll just use copy, flip to the right, and then we'll paste. And that should all be fine. Just make sure both sides are okay, and yep, that's fine. So that's both sides added, doors, windows, etc., and it doesn't look too bad. So yeah, that's that little job there. So like I say, we've got plenty done so far of what we have got. So we've got 2 decks, 3 decks really, because we've got the bridge deck, and it don't look too bad. So I'm just going to fly over to the prototype and work out what to do next. So in part 4, so this is part 3 done pretty much. So for part 4, we've got 2 deck houses on each end of the main superstructure, and they're both virtually identical, just facing different directions. So you've got a deck house there with 2 lifeboats on the top and a skylight, and there's another deck house at the back there with 2 lifeboats on again. It's the same design, just back to front, so on each end of the superstructure. On the top of the superstructure, next to the bridge wings, we've got, like I said, the 2 large deck houses here, which go around those steps there. So you've got the bridge wings there, as you can see, and these 2 large deck houses. They'll be added in the next part as well as the ship's wheelhouse up there, and maybe the funnel as well. But we'll just get the main bits out the way first, and then we'll call it a day for that one probably. But anyway, that will be for part 4, and yeah, so part 3 is all done for now. And like I say, you can add the doors and windows and things, and they don't look too bad. It looks still pretty naked, but you know, it's a thing, and it's doing what it's doing. And we'll call it a day there. So this is Rich signing off, logging off, disappearing, and I shall return in part 4, I think it is. So bye for now.